Glad you could stay up late with us. We have a great program for you and a great show with great guests. First up tonight, Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott says he's been targeted with false sexual assault allegations and an extortion plot. He is now suing a woman and her attorney for defamation, slander, and extortion. Lawyers for Prescott say he received a letter in January attempting to extort him for $100 million. They say the letter claimed Prescott assaulted the woman in 2017. Now, the alleged victim told Prescott she would not file criminal charges if he paid up that $100 million. The athlete denies any wrongdoing. Dallas police are now investigating. A lawyer for the woman told ESPN Prescott's legal team is trying to bully their client and added, quote, "We stand by the truth." Joining us to talk about it, CEO of Regal Media, Todd Smith, and sports journalist Jim Hicks. So, Todd, what do you make of this? Do you believe it? What's your stance on what you've heard in these allegations?
I don't believe it or disbelieve it. I want to let more information come out because I never want to be on the wrong side of something so serious.
That's very safe, Todd.
No, but I'm going to say that. I'm going to check this out. Check this out, though. You know what I mean? As a man,
yes,
and as a man who wants to be in the spotlight, it's going to scare a lot of people. It's going to scare me, you know. But so I don't blame him for responding with his own lawsuit, because in this Me Too climate, one allegation and your career is over in a lot of instances. And Dak has a lot of riding on his image. He always had a great image. He has commercials and stuff like that. I remember seeing him and his brothers in commercials. So his reputation is very important to him. So I'm glad. Well, if he's innocent, I'm glad he struck back, because he worked all his life for this, and it would be unfortunate for a false allegation, to ruin everything he worked for. But at the same time, if he did it, then, you know, let nature take its course.
And individuals or celebrities now who believe that they are innocent and they stand by that, they're not just suing the accuser, they're also going after the attorneys who may have money to get in that claim.
And I don't blame them, because there are a lot of attorneys, and I won't say any names, who seem to go after those big clients with money and, you know, with rape charges, and they'll have multiple clients, and they're almost like celebrity lawyers in reverse. So it's a warning sign to a lot of lawyers. Like, if you're not certain that your client is telling the truth, don't go out there and ruin a brother's reputation, you know, because they will strike back. Back in the day, a lot of entertainers would settle because sometimes it's easier, it's cheaper than paying a lawyer and having it drawn out. But I remember Snoop Dogg had something. He was like, no, I'm not going for this. I'm not going to settle, because a lot of people will think you're guilty. I'm going to fight this no matter if I lose a lot of money. So if Dak's going to pay a lawyer, he's going to lose some money in that situation. Won't be $100 million if he's innocent, hopefully, but he's going to fight this, and I don't blame him, you know, because your reputation is everything.
Jim Hicks, what's your perspective on this Dak Prescott case out of Dallas?
Man, the first thing that I saw was that $100 million that she was accused of trying to shake him down for. And normally, you know, and we hear like a $1 million, $2 million, $3 million. For $100 million to keep quiet, it just brings up the possibility that she might have something, you know. And we just coming off the heels of this thing with Puffy, and they, you know, it was similar.
That was a one-day settlement.
Yeah, what I'm saying though, but it came and he tried with some accusations and tried to shake him down, and guess what? He bluffed, and they called his bluff. So now what we're seeing in this situation with Dak is that she's went and filed, from what I understand, a claim sexual harassment. So that means now the legal system has to get involved, and as they get involved.
And for those who are following, you're saying she not only filed the civil lawsuit, or she's making this claim civilly, but she's gone to the police.
Yes, so now.
And asked them to criminally investigate him, which is more jeopardy for him as an individual, because it could take away his freedom.
Well, and also in the court of public opinion. What that does now, she doesn't need millions to fight his millions, because the state would pick that and have to do the investigation on that. So now, normally you're fighting his pocketbook. She's not going to beat Dak coming off a brand new contract. But this situation now, they've announced, from my understanding, today, they meaning the courts up in the county that's presented in, That's the part that makes it interesting. Because this is thing, I still think that there's going to be a settlement, but even if they settle, that's the civil part. In this part, he has to be deposed. So a deposition has to take place now. And that deposition could possibly be used against him in this civil case. So this is like one of those roads that's, man, I hope it ends up good for Dak. I hope that, and I hope that this is not a serious, where he's guilty. But
any impact on him already with sponsors and the team?
The team,
is everyone just holding steady right now?
From what I heard, the team said it's not going to affect anything going forward. Contract extensions, they said that it doesn't matter. They're still moving forward with contract negotiations, but you'll never know. I mean, nobody would ever thought
let some information come out.
Yeah.
You see how things change
it's the off
quickly.
season. It ain't right as a Cowboy getting in trouble. Come on now, y'all know that, man.
Thank you guys for joining us here on The Factor.